What is an important piece of advice you can give for those moving into the real world? Just because you have the money to buy something doesn't mean that you can afford it. People need to hear this one. I know someone who's got about 5K in credit card debt. Bad, but not a completely hopeless situation. He's living paycheck to paycheck trying to pay these cards down. But then the other day he starts talking about how he's about to pay one card off. And then he wants to use it to buy a $700 replica from a movie. Like, dude, you were doing so well. I think quote that was said in different subreddit fits here. If you can afford something just barely, you can't afford it. The intensity of your social life will likely change, and this is mostly a good thing, but be prepared for it. Being outside of school means you are free from a lot of the weird drama that comes with doing everything in a closed system with roughly the same people. There is still drama, but you can almost always escape it because your life is divided now. You don't live with all your friends and work with them. On the other hand, making new social connections is a new challenge because you aren't thrown into a closed system with people all at your stage of life with many of the same problems. But making friends definitely happens. For me, wherever I was in life, it always took me about 1 year to make one new close friend. Patience is key. I would say you make fewer social connections, but a lot of them are of higher quality. A last piece of advice: don't view work as your only source, or even your primary source, for friends, dates, and hookups. Try to keep part of your social life separate. College is the last time in life where everyone you know your age is roughly doing the same thing and experiencing the same challenges. From here on out, everyone's paths will differ, and that's okay. Some of your friends will get married or have children. Some won't. Work experiences and careers will be vastly different. You stop moving in lockstep with your peers. Be very careful of being dragged into any sort of workplace drama/politics. That friendly coworker who is dishing you all the dirt as you learn the ropes is looking for allies. You have no obligation to hang out with these people in a social setting. So true. Also, if a person is gossiping to you about other people, they sure as hell are gossiping about you to other people. Yes, this. I just posted this and saw you said it, so I deleted my post. But I would encourage folks to be very careful about what they share with people like this. They are toxic and they don't want to be your friend, they want moral support and ammunition. You can be pleasant, polite and make stupid office small talk, but don't talk about your lives and families with these sorts of people and don't get dragged into their gossip. If they tell you something juicy, the best response is, where did you get that information? And I think I would rather hear about this from the source. Have a budget and stick to it. Know the difference between wanting something and needing something. Don't forget to add a treat yourself line in the budget. Don't focus on what other people have/do. Stay in your lane and focus on you and yours. Get a cast iron skillet. Never stop learning. Keep up with your old hobbies and interests, and pick up new ones. Take classes, free ones, and pay for those you can afford. Join groups for people with your interests so you can learn from them and learn from teaching them. I think it's just as important to avoid complacency. It is incredibly addictive, and if you're not someone who has a surplus of self-discipline, reversing the bad habit is going to be a bitch. Letting yourself having lazy days is fine and healthy, but keep yourself in check, they can quickly become the norm. This is seriously the best thing you can do for your mental health, aside from sleep. Look after your teeth because they are expensive to fix. Toothpaste, a good toothbrush and dental floss are cheap, so use them well. Look after your credit rating. It is difficult to fix when it goes wrong, and also remember that things do go wrong, so perhaps have a small contingency available if you can. Learn to save and budget so you know how much you can use and save comfortably. Be good to yourself and look after mental health. Even if you think they're fine, they might not be. At 39 I'm paying the price. Never had any real problems. But proper dental care was never instilled in me, and by the time I realized that it was a hard habit to break, or make. And it's gradual. Really think about your mouth situation. I didn't realize how bad mine had gotten until I started getting better. You're not supposed to bleed. Your teeth should not be loose, like at all. Hot and cold shouldn't bother you. You should be able to eat anything you want. I didn't realize how much I had compromised until I really started to actively think about it. Brush twice a day and floss once a day. It's okay to miss a day here and there, but it needs to happen. Dentist at least once a year. Twice is better. Even though money goes in and out of your account automatically doesn't mean you never have to look at your bank account. Just a quick daily check of your balance and spendings will keep you out of a lot of trouble. It's okay to say no. It's just a job, there will be others. Don't try fitting in if it requires you to break your personal values. Being respectful and polite is cool. My God, especially if you're an engineer, including software. Saying no to things that can't be done safely or in the timeline given is your literal job. I don't know why people are always so scared of doing so either. You'll gain way more respect and advancement in your career by calmly giving honest assessments that people don't like than you will by always saying yes and getting deemed untrustworthy or unreliable. Just don't be a dick about it either. Give honest assessments without whining or exaggeration. If someone asks you to cut corners, just don't. Doctors don't say okay, I guess I won't wash my hands/equipment to save time/money this time, and neither should software engineers if they're working in critical applications. Don't just react to things. Think critically. Take a few seconds to analyze situations and come up with conclusions. Always be self-aware and never let people use your emotions against you. I'd add to this, think at least as critically about your own beliefs as you do of others. Never react to an opposing view with anger, take some time to listen and consider it. There is always a chance you are wrong. If you're unhappy with your job, put tons of effort into finding a new one ASAP. Also learn to recognize toxic work environments. I once saw a guy quit his job in under 4 hours, just noped right out. A few years back I saw a dude quit immediately after a bad meeting. It was about 10 tech people in meeting. Boss outlines vision of new product. Tech dude explains why this is not a good idea. Boss has a rant about how he can't have negative people on the team and maybe tech dude needs to step out of the meeting while they finish up. Tech dude leaves room, goes to his desk and writes resignation. Boss was surprised, why you quitting? Tech dude, you don't want my input, you don't respect my views. Not everyone is going to like you regardless of what you do, trust your gut instinct, it's called that for a reason. Take no shit but do no harm, meaning don't be a dick but put people in their place when necessary. Yes, yes. This is so true. You try to be friendly and polite with everyone you meet. Some will dislike you for being too friendly. Are you knowledgeable about a certain topic and like to share that knowledge? Some will call you pretentious. Do you like helping people whenever they have problems? Some will think you are only doing it in order to get favors from them. Don't waste your time worrying if you can help it. It just drags you down and makes you weaker. Hit the gym when you can, boy will it make you feel better. And smile. Make a conscious effort to smiling more. It'll be reciprocated and it will make you feel good. Apply the 10th of October 2010 rule. Will it matter in 10 minutes? Will it matter in 10 days? Will it matter in 10 years? Really helps put a problem into perspective. Everyone makes mistakes. There is no real point in constantly trying to avoid novel mistakes. Instead, accept that you are human, and instead make sure to learn from your mistakes when they happen. This isn't a mistake, it's a happy little accident, Bob Ross.